You want to sing now? When I say you should sing when we are on now, you say no, I'm not singing.
Wow. Is that my voice? Is that how I sound? Is that how I sound? How come my voice is lighter than your own original voice, when normally my voice is deeper than your voice?
Because sometimes when you say something, if you're trying to describe something, then you go a little higher.
But it's not
when you say when you want to say something like I don't know, your voice goes up.
Yeah, fine. But if you're going to imitate me, you're not going to imitate me to sound lighter than you.
The high one.
No, why would it? Because that's not how I normally sound. Imagine
in those moments, it goes higher than my regular speech.
No, but imagine that someone is listening and then it's like, oh, you're imitating me, and next thing is the one that is hired. It's okay. I'm like, is that how I sound? Please.
I'll give you the disclaimer in it, don't worry.
Anyways, hi guys. Welcome to another episode. Welcome back.
Hi guys. Ooh.
What happened?
Sorry. Yeah. Welcome back, guys, to another episode.
Yeah, well, you're welcome back to another episode. Yeah, thank you. How's it been?
Yeah, it's alright. And you? How you doing? How you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm in a good mood. So there's some things in the headlines that I want to get into, some super wins.
That's what's making you all excited.
Yeah, it's making me jumpy.
I'm guessing what it is.
No, you know what it is, but it's fine. It's alright.
But that thing doesn't even
No, that's well, that is to you.
At all.
Wait, that is to you. First of all, if you see what is going on online, and the pandemonium that is happening,
I get that.
The insanity that is going on. Oh, there's even something else, but I'll speak about it. I actually didn't write it, but it's something I'll speak about as well. So, Jola, do you want to take us through your headlines?
Okay. All right. So E3 2021 is gonna be free. I think, because with COVID and everything, it's gonna be digital. And I think there was speculation as to whether aspects of it would be behind a paywall, so you have to pay to get access to certain parts of the event. So I think people were worried about that because obviously when it's live, not everybody can go everywhere. So I think that was a worry, but apparently they've confirmed now that everything is going to be completely free. So that's great. I usually tune into.
I tune into E3 as well.
So,
yeah. I think I tune into the Xbox moments to see the exclusives. Then I tune into the PS moments to hate a little bit.
No, actually, don't tune. Do I tune into it? I think I want the highlights.
Yeah, but I don't. Sometimes some people will just send me a message and say, "Yo, are you seeing what's going on?" Especially on the PS, and see what they're bringing.
It's good to know what
it's good to know. Yeah. But it's going to be an interesting one because this is when I think this is the first time since the consoles have been out.
Yes, of course.
They
didn't do it last year at all.
It's going to be the first E3 with the new generation consoles. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it ranks or what's going to happen and who kind of wins E3 this year.
There's no winning.
There is no winner. There is no winner, but
they like to speculate who brought what.
If you're on Twitter, you will see people say,
I know.
Microsoft won, Sony won.
I try not to bother with these things because at the end of the day, it's just people that are going to be talking.
Yeah, it's all talk.
It's all talk, man. It's all talk. Sometimes they each side would not want to bring out their main news.
Yeah.
They would then bring it out after the show.
Everybody's always holding their cards. Everybody's always holding their heavy hitters, and they're like, no, let's make it seem like we're losing. Then all of a sudden we send everything out. But I think the running theme for Microsoft in the last few months has been studios acquisitions. So which they've been doing even after it, but it has been the running theme.
Batista.
Yeah, it's been what they've been doing recently, and it ties into what I will talk about later.
Okay, cool. I didn't know this actually, but there's a modernized handheld game coming out called Analog Pocket. I don't know if you knew this. It's like a Game Boy, and it's gonna like allow you play all the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy games from way back when, kind of thing.
So
But
is it a Nintendo?
it's
Is
in
it a
the
Nintendo
news
thing?
because seems like it. Yeah. So it's in the news because apparently it's there's a bit of a delay because they're in short supply of the components that they need for manufacturing and all logistical issues and so on and so forth. But yeah, I didn't even know there was such a thing coming
Did
out.
you ever own a Game Boy?
Oh yeah, Advance, Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance. I never had Game Boy Color.
Did you get a PSP and all those other ones?
I never bothered with a PSP. I've always liked actual consoles, so I still have my Game Boy Advance. Actually, it's
Does it
somewhere.
still work?
Funny enough, yeah, it still works. Yeah.
When last did you
absolutely.
when last did you play it?
Oh man, yo, it's been.
I think you should just try to tap it a little bit, just for the fun of it. After this podcast, just turn it on, jump up and down a little. I'm sure you have a Mario game. Just jump up and down a bit. And just,
I have Mario, Sonic,
It
Lord
has
of the
to be,
Rings,
yeah.
which I never cared for on there.
Yeah, it has to be
But,
just a little bit. I think. Funny enough, not to go far off Game Boy, I think we still have our SNES, which is probably somewhere.
You do?
I swear.
No,
We
no.
probably
Well,
still
is it
have our
working
SNES.
though? You know,
Working.
it was already.
It's
It's
working.
working for sure.
Yeah, it's working. It's somewhere in our house in somewhere. We just
That
have to
is
search for it.
cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
I think if I had if I could, I don't know. I always feel like if only I had some kind of, I would love to have kept some of those consoles.
I think
just because.
the next time I go back home, I'm going to look for it, bring
Then
it
would
out.
the cartridges work though?
You probably could get some cartridges from
not
eBay
cheap, though.
or something.
They wouldn't be.
But I think we should have Mortal Kombat and some other games that
Might be
work.
working.
Yeah, no, I think they should
And
all
if
work.
if it works, this old Mortal Kombat that used to have all the fatality,
that's the
babality.
one. That's
the one where the guy pops out from the corner and says, "You." Like, oh my god, nostalgia is crazy.
Yeah,
But,
that's what I just wanted to say, that Nintendo is trying to hit us with the nostalgia effect with this whole analog pocket. So hopefully
that's cool.
It's what I've noticed these days, especially with the way technology is moving, even though it has always been like that, but it's more pronounced now. It's because of all the whole nostalgia effect is hitting everybody hard, and that's what all these movie industries, TV shows, everybody is just trying to hit us back with, because we've gone so far that the only thing that is fun now is to take us back.
Take us back. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what life is really. We always go back to what we've done before. But yeah. Oh, and just to say, I also had and used to love Sega Mega Drive. The most popular game on there I loved was Sonic.
Yeah.
Always loved Sonic on
Sega Mega Drive was one of those ones. I think I had Contra on Sega Mega Drive. Do you remember Contra?
I do remember Contra. I mean, anyway.
Why are you laughing at Contra?
Yeah.
You didn't like Contra?
No. I was more on the, like I said, Sonic type stuff.
We had you know what? Let's not even think, because we'll create an episode for nostalgia or something and just go back into the past, because man, the games.
Yeah.
The games.
Okay. We are on a game streak right now. My love, my highlights. My headlines. Sorry.
Game.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a Zoom Royale game apparently. I don't know how legit this is.
Zoom itself.
I don't know if it's on Zoom. I haven't looked.
Is it by Zoom?
This. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be like a game, like almost like almost like all the gifts, all the mistakes, all the gaps rather that you
Mm,
have with Zoom. Leaving your video on, somebody walking in,
mm.
accidentally changing, and all that stuff. So all these kind of mistakes that happen, and it's been tied into this Zoom Royale. So it's like a battle royale, but with Zoom, and then people get xed out with these mistakes. Apparently, that's how it goes. But I mean, I haven't looked too deeply into it.
It just sounds
You know,
weird. It sounds all weird to me.
it is. It seems quirky, but quirky is.
I mean, I feel like if I wanted to, I mean, whatever, because I'm just
Yeah.
thinking if it's like all the mistakes people have made on Zoom, people we
Like,
can all go and watch that on highlight reel and really understand it. But then you're trying to say this mistake beats this mistake, and then this mistake is the winner.
yeah, or maybe they'll do it turn it into like
A tournament or
excuse me, an
something.
Among Us style
Did you
esque
ever play
battle
Among Us?
royale. Once by myself. I when people were going Among Us, oh my god, oh my god, I was like, okay, I downloaded it and then I just wanted to see what it was like, so I played it by myself in for a little bit, and I was like, okay. That
Yeah,
was it.
I think it would
After
be
that,
more.
friends of mine have played it, but I
I
just
think
wasn't that into it.
it's not to get into that, but I think it's going to be one of those things that is more fun when you are playing with people in the same place or people you know. That's when it makes
Oh
it more
yeah, my
interesting.
friends
Yeah,
did that, but I just never felt that
yeah. Even me,
inclined to join them.
I downloaded it and deleted it
Like,
twice. Yeah,
twice. I didn't even do that. I just
because the first time I tried it
yeah.
on my own, the second time I think people at work wanted to play it, so I joined in.
Mm,
But it's like all of us were trying to learn how to play the game. So
how
it
to
was one of
play it,
those. It was one
right?
of those ones. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah. But good game still, from what people have said. So it was a
From what
fun,
people have said, people
was a
love
fun
it.
lockdown game.
Lockdown game, indeed, indeed. Okay, so season 2 of The Witcher has wrapped up filming apparently. So I don't know about the release date yet, but yeah,
Yeah,
for
I'm
the Witcher
dancing by
fans
the
out
way.
there,
Oh,
yeah.
Witcher fan, top Witcher fan. Seriously, I can't
Mm.
wait. It was a wonderful season one. That's one of those ones that how we speak about. You didn't even talk about in the live action and in the live action.
Did we not?
I don't think we
I
brought up
think
the
we
Witcher.
mentioned it too.
Did we? I
Maybe in
don't think
passing we
so.
mentioned it.
Oh, that would have been
Did we
sad if we
not?
just spoke about it in passing
Or
because
maybe
that's.
we didn't at
I
all.
don't
Okay.
think we did. I don't think we did. That was a
Okay.
gaff on our part.
Yes.
The Witcher was one of those ones that did hit the nail on the head with the TV show. They
Mm.
also, I think, the other thing is that they veered off the story a little bit,
I wouldn't even
but
know. I never played the game.
but it was good. So how
Mm.
they even shortened. I think people need to go and learn from them because they even shortened the story. They cut out things, they did things like that, but they made it feel like nothing was missing for people that were watching it, and people that played the game did not have a lot to complain about.
I
So that
think yeah, that's fair. I think people like me that knew squat about it, most of the season is you wondering what am I watching
yeah, no. Then after
until the
some
story
time,
then
it
ties
makes
together.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that's at the
yeah,
very end, like the last two, max 3 episodes. That's where it
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah,
Because my
yeah,
sister and I talked about it. We're like, okay, what is going on? And you just keep
yeah.
watching a series of events
Yeah,
unfold.
but that's to me that's still good writing because if at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
sure. It's
if
his
you can,
style.
as long as you can tie it in and make it make sense
Yeah.
at some point,
Mm-hmm.
it's better. There are some people that don't tie it in, don't make it make sense, and then finish and we're like, what did we watch?
No, absolutely. And that's why you need people like Henry Cavill keeping you entertained.
Look at you, look at you.
I knew
Ash,
you'd say something.
Ashawo kobo kobo. That's what it is.
Really? Really?
Wow, I didn't even want to mention his name because I just felt like you just know. Anyways, he's
That
my
I
guy,
would
so it's all
mention
good.
it.
He's my guy, it's all good, it's all good. I lying.
Okay. And people used to talk about his grunt. Everything was all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he did that a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Donald Faison? Or I don't know if I was supposed to say Faison because I think that's just overshooting it.
Phase, I think it's
Donald
Phase.
Faison.
Is that not the?
He cannot. Is the guy from Scrubs, the black guy from Scrubs.
Yeah, that's what I
So
was wondering.
he's been cast as Professor Utonium in the live action reboot of Powerpuff Girls. You know, we talked about this like a few
You know,
episodes
I
ago.
couldn't remember his name, so now that I've seen, I'm happy. Utonium, that's Professor's
Yeah,
name. You know, we're like trying to remember his
yeah,
name that day. But
yeah.
I mean, I like maybe they're trying to give it a little bit of a comedic factor to make him
Factor,
to make it
maybe.
the Donald, but I don't know. It feels weird to me because it's like Professor is this white guy that is like
Yeah, but
this.
then he's not literally obviously related to them, so it could be anybody.
No, it could be anybody, which is fine. But I'm just trying to say,
Yeah.
it's like saying all
Professor
of
is like this white guy.
guy
I
with
get
this
what you
guy
mean.
that he has this look that you know is this regular white guy, and then
Mm,
we replace him with this. We put this guy in there, and again, it's fine because to be honest, you can do anything with a live action. You can bring it how
true.
you
I mean,
want it
one
to
of the
bring.
Powerpuff Girls is supposed to be this babe. She's definitely not white. She's definitely not white. I think she's. I don't know where she's from, but she's not full white anyway.
No,
The girl that's going to play Buttercup
yeah,
is
no,
definitely. I
no. But
don't.
I never.
Yeah.
Anyways, but anyway, but the girls, it's to be honest, the girls you can play with them as you. But again, it's okay. Like I don't know why that sounds funny, but
Crazy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's why I couldn't hold it in. For anybody who cuts that, let's just leave it there.
let's leave it
Anyway,
there. Let's leave it
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Anyways, I was just trying to say it's an interesting choice of a character to put in. So I guess they're
Yeah.
trying to make it a little bit funny. I don't know if his jibes are going to come because he had a lot of
I didn't like
moments
Scrubs.
in. I did not mind Scrubs. I watched Scrubs. I enjoyed Scrubs when I was watching it. But now I don't like Scrubs. But then when I was watching
I didn't
it,
even
I
like
was
it though.
like, oh yeah. I
It
mean,
always irritated me.
I didn't mind
The humor.
the humor. But and that's what I'm saying. Is he going to bring that kind of humor? And the guy always
Please
has
no.
that humor in everything he acts.
He kind of does, right?
I've never seen him not do that. Yo, or something like that in anything he acts. I've never seen him not do it in the things I've seen him act. So I guess he's coming to Powerpuff.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So this is just a quick note. The Uncharted movie is now set for February 18th next year, 2022. Mm. Um, Resident Evil movie is coming out November 24th, 2021.
Is that a set
So,
or a pushback? I'm just curious.
oh, they're both pushbacks, but I didn't even know much about the Resident Evil movie before, so that's why I decided to mention it as well. Both
Yeah,
are pushbacks.
again, this is our
Both are
new
pushbacks.
reality. Everybody
Of
is.
things getting pushed all the time. Even my next, oh no, it's not next. Sorry, one of the I'm gonna steal one of your headlines, right?
Yeah, go on, go on.
Because it's a pushback as well. Mortal Kombat has also been pushed back by I think like a week or something. It's coming out April still, but it's now April 23rd, 2021. I think it was supposed to be April 18th before, and now it's 23rd. So let's hope there aren't any more delays, especially on the Mortal Kombat front. Because
Yeah,
Uncharted, I mean, we already know that was like far off. So, but
I'll
Mortal
go.
Kombat has to be April.
I'll fight with somebody. I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna fight with somebody, but a week is fine. A
a
month
week is fine,
a
but
month
remain
is
in April, please.
a month is acceptable for me, sir. But anything other than that, I'm going to go and
Not a
fight with
month,
somebody.
please. April is set for what we want, what we're expecting. We had Snyder for March. April was supposed to be for Mortal Kombat. So please,
we're in April
no
though,
more. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So we know now that this is the month for Mortal Kombat. So please.
When it first dropped that Mortal Kombat was coming out, it felt so far off. So imagine now we're there already. It's like just a few weeks. I'm just saying, it felt so far off initially. Like, Mortal Kombat movie is coming out much later. Even the Zack Snyder's cuts felt far off as well. Then all of a sudden, Zack Snyder. I don't know why I'm trying to rename this guy. Seriously.
I don't know why you're renaming him.
I don't know why. I think because I don't know. There is somebody that is Zack. No, Jack. You see? Jack. There's someone that's called Jack that used to be in WWE and something like that. And he had one last name that felt like a Snyder, but it's a different kind of name. But it sounds the same way. So I think I always remember him. You remember his name whenever I'm calling it, so it just comes out easily because I've called that guy's name so many times. And for people that know WWE would know who I'm talking about. But anyways, moving on.
Okay. My last headline is that YouTube is testing the removal of the dislike numbers.
I don't think that's fair. I think that's unfair.
I think it's because apparently they've been getting feedback on people's mental health based on
still not fair.
How people come at them. People are very nasty online. So
I agree, but I'm trying to say it's not fair because if you're going to have likes, I think
you have to be able to express that you don't like it.
You don't like, because a lot of times people do clickbait people a lot. And it's the horrible kind of clickbait. I don't even mean the good type.
Completely off.
Completely off. You would go, you will search for something, and you are looking for it. Like now, there's some fixes I look for when I'm working, and I'm trying to, even when I'm editing this. Let's say when I was editing this initially, so I go to YouTube to learn how to use the software in a certain way. So I search. And this person names it with this, puts the thumbnail with this, you click it and it is something completely different. You should be able to express your dislike at the lie. That you should be able to express, even if you... I don't leave nasty comments. I even don't dislike either. But I believe that other people should be able to express the fact that this person lied to me, I don't like this.
Maybe they would find a way to do it. Not remove it completely, but... Maybe if it comes with some kind of,
because do we start reporting people's videos? Because it's not going to be fair to report someone's video as well, and that dislike helps a lot of people in skipping rubbish, because when you go on YouTube, you see okay, now this one happens all the time. An artist brings out a new music video, and then they've not even brought it out. People now go and say this music video, or even movie trailers. They go and put a collage of things together and say this is the trailer for Mortal Kombat. You go and you're excited. You go to go and watch it, and it is fake. But if you had seen initially the dislike counter, you see 1,000 dislikes and 10 likes, you would know that is fake. You don't watch it, so it's. I think it's not. I don't want them to remove the dislike. I think and sometimes it's good to know. I know there are people that troll, but it's good to know if someone doesn't like what you put. At least you know that someone doesn't like it. It's better a dislike for me than a negative comment on the comment section where it's a proper troll.
But I guess with the comment section, you can already turn that off or delete them.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But you can't delete.
So I think you can't do anything about it this time.
I think at the end of the day, let's just all remove likes altogether and from the world. On Instagram, on Facebook, on everywhere. What is the point of the like? Let's just no need for the like counter. Even let the like counter be an internal feature, like in the sense that people, 100 million people like your post, but the world doesn't need to know.
You mean you would see it as the owner
like maybe in analytics or something like that? Yeah, but it's not, because it also plays into the factor of the depression, if that's what you're talking about.
But then how do you go about with advertising sponsorship when the people watching can't see if your video is trending a lot?
No, but if it is
if it has a
trending,
lot of likes.
no, but if it has a lot of, I mean, I'm trying to say it doesn't need to be seen. For example, if something is liked a lot and it's trending, for let's say all of us have liked it, 1 million people, 200 million people, it should the computer or whatever, the machine should be able to push those videos into those sectors of trending now, number one in the country, this, even without the
Yes.
like, even without the like
Without
counter
the
showing.
like counter.
Because just as much as dislike plays a factor into this whole feelings, likes also plays that same factor, because when people come in and they see that their post has just done maybe 1 like, and then someone else that they don't feel is as good as them is doing 1 million likes, they
Or maybe if it is your choice to show or not show it.
no, but then what's the point? People are going to, the cool kids will want to always show it, so it's going to still be.
Well, then it's your choice. In
No,
that
but I'm
case,
trying
it's
to
your
say
choice to leave it on there.
no. It still play. Then it plays to the people that are not. It plays unfair to the people that say they don't want
That
to
was
show it because they feel like they
why.
are unpopular or something like that. So they don't want people to see it, and that can itself become a trolling measure. Show your likes if you know you're cool, or if you know you're this, or if
Ugh,
you know
that's
that. You
just
know,
beats.
I'm just
Like,
it's. But this is
yeah,
how
I
the world
get, I
is.
get.
This is how the world
I know,
is.
I know. So you either care or you don't. Because this one you're baiting me, show your likes. I'm like, dude, I don't
No,
need
you
to
don't
show
care.
anything to
I
you.
don't care. But people care. I mean, we see
Yeah,
people care about likes a lot. A
absolutely.
lot. It's a whole
Absolutely.
thing.
No,
So
you can care about likes. It's just to ignore the people who don't like it. Like, you don't like it, okay, fine. We
because
move on.
I think if everything was like now, for example, especially not to digress too much, but especially on Instagram,
Oh, we have.
if likes have been removed completely from all
Yeah.
these things and you just post, you like it, let it just show the love, but without the numbers, it's fine. What? Why do we need those numbers
I
to show
think
you're
people
popular?
no, people want that. It's that validation we spoke about, right? You want to be like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
My post has 1,000 likes.
and everybody can see it has a
That,
thousand
I
likes.
mean,
Not even
yes.
just it has. It's so that everybody can see. But
Everybody
anyways,
can see it as well. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. So
so
you go on.
onto my
Yeah.
So yeah, onto mine already, and it's game. Microsoft has been doing some things that it makes them. They are to me at
No,
this point.
I'm sorry. I
know
meant
it-
it that way because
I
I know
know-
you're trying to cook up your compliments.
I know you are
You
rolling
won't
your
give
eyes.
this much care to
No, you give the care, and I'll clap for you. So clap for me. You know,
No,
you.
I didn't say not, but the way you even started, so Microsoft has been. Even your voice got all, as if I'm like, oh goodness. Carry on, please.
I mean, this
Go on.
you rolled your eyes like 7 times already. It's all good, no problem.
Okay.
Anyways, Major League Baseball. I don't know what the rest of the call, but it's Major League Baseball. There's something I just forgot it for now. Anyways, Major League Baseball.
Okay.
It's coming to Game Pass. Now, for people that know Microsoft or Xbox, you know Game Pass is you just pay something for a month and it's free, just like PlayStation Plus. I think that's what it's called, right?
It's PlayStation Plus is not really the same equivalent.
Yeah, it's not the same equivalent, but it's what
not.
is what is there for you guys at the moment.
Okay,
That's
sure.
that's what I'm just trying to say. Now, Game Pass, we always get like 100 games and whatnot, but recently Microsoft has been ramping up what is coming out on Game Pass. We're starting to get even the new games or some of the top games on Game Pass. And it's like all of a sudden you don't actually need to pre-order any game, you don't need to buy anything. All you need is Game Pass.
Because their games are solid.
The games are very solid. Now, Major League Baseball is a Sony exclusive. It's a Sony exclusive. And aside from it being a Sony exclusive, it was created by a Sony studio, by a PlayStation studio game. Why are you laughing? Because I'm playing with my head.
Sorry. It was distracting. Go on.
Okay, I'll drop you back down.
Yeah.
Anyways, So it's a PlayStation exclusive made by PlayStation Studio, and it costs $70 for PlayStation owners. But this thing is coming to Game Pass, Microsoft for free. Basically, all you need is Game Pass. That has sent the whole Sony fans, like Xbox fans into a whole pandemonium because it's going crazy. Like, how can an exclusive be going to your rival company? To me, that's a good sign of things to come.
Well, former exclusive, no.
Yeah, well, it's still by.
It can't be exclusive anymore.
It can't be exclusive. No.
That's what
I
mean.
No. Yeah. But I'm trying to say it's even worse off because it's made by Sony Studio. If it was a third party studio, I would understand that, okay, they decided they don't want to work with Sony exclusively anymore. They want to work with others. So it's like, how did those negotiations go for that to happen? And for the fact that it's still expensive.
For this to happen, right?
Yeah.
I wonder.
And for the fact that it is still cost $70 for the people that are on your console, and then it's going to be coming free for the other people. It's craziness. So yeah, this seems like the opening
quite
of
the move.
It seems like quite the move from Microsoft, and it's the opening of some, floodgates, because who knows what will come next. If this
it better not be something massive. Well, okay, I say massive. It's massive already for
it's
those,
massive. That's
for
what
those
I'm saying,
who
because
are
this
MLB
is one of
fans.
This is a top game for you. For you, it's
for
not.
me. It makes no difference.
But I'm trying
if they go and do some other ones, that's when it will.
It would no. But if this can happen,
take MLB.
If this can happen. And it is huge, because if you're on Twitter, you see how huge it is. Because I don't play MLB either, but I'm going to, by the time it comes, I'm going to download it and play it because I like sports. But I don't play just because, just to say, oh yeah, I've done this. Anyways, for the petty factor. But anyways, outside of that, if this can happen, in 2 years from now, God of War, Xbox.
Lie. See, that's why I said if that one happens, that's when we can have words. For now, let them do MLB. Makes no difference. But if you now say something like
Uncharted Xbox.
Oh no, that's when we will have words.
You never know, because the people that love MLB. So let me tell you something. The people that love MLB feel how you would feel when God of War.
There's no when. When God.
People were saying there is no when to MLB, but look at it now. Look at you now.
If they want to open God of War to you guys, fair, they can open it, but not that you guys will do whatever underhanded stuff you did, to do this arrangement. But
like that to come on Game Pass, and then it will be free for us and basically expensive for you.
I know, right?
Well, if
to be honest,
if Sony could shaft to be honest, there is no excuse for this. As far as I'm concerned, it's bad no matter how you look at it, because your fans cannot be paying $70 for a game that is supposedly an exclusive.
Your competitor is now
giving to their fans for free. I mean, obviously, maybe, but let's think about it in the business sense. It's very, very possible, because Xbox, or Microsoft rather, had come, paid whatever fee they needed to pay to be able to get this game. Now they've paid it. It's on their own level to either sell it to
or put it on pass.
Their fans, or put it on pass, because they are pushing for everybody come on pass, because that's where they are making their money. And the best thing is for you to be on Pass Ultimate, because they make more money there. It's obviously, so they are coming on this whole streaming vibes where everybody's on Game Pass Ultimate and they are making loads of money rather than buying games. It's not really on. I don't think, thinking about it like that, you can't blame Sony, because to Sony, are they going to now start? They still have to make their money. Microsoft has already paid them.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, at the end, okay, so at the back end, they get money regardless.
They get money.
That the fans are the ones that are like, we are the ones that aren't getting.
But they can't even fight because it's not Sony that is selling the game to the Microsoft players. It is Microsoft that's giving the game to the Microsoft players.
Yeah,
Microsoft
yeah,
done
yeah.
the deal already, so I guess it's just a pain. It's just a pain point for the Sony fans because like, wow, what's this?
Yeah, I guess at least they still have it. It's not like the game suddenly became exclusive to Xbox and
Yeah,
PlayStation no
but
longer.
but
Now
but
that would be the
but
worst
but
thing if they
but
couldn't play it anymore.
but at $70, it feels like. It, are you
You
going
wait
to?
now. You wait until the price drops. Like right now, I would not even get
Do you
anything
know
at
what's happened?
70.
Do you know what's happened? You know that Xbox fans are going to troll. They've already started trolling, to be honest. But they're going to, because when they start playing it, they will be playing it and saying, "I'm playing this for free. You gotta pay
No.
$70." The trolling is going to be insane. But anyways, moving on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Outriders, a highly rated game on Steam, is also now on Game Pass. I just downloaded it and even just started playing. It's already, and I think I've seen a lot of my friends online playing the game. So it's one of those ones that is still. I think it's expensive to buy still, but all of us on the Game Pass. So it's Microsoft is
Have
giving
it.
those. They are giving that gift. They are really trying to hammer on that gift, which leads into my next headline, which is the fact that xCloud is now back to launching on iOS. Do you know what xCloud is?
Not really. No.
Okay,
No.
so xCloud is Microsoft's gaming service that allows everybody to play all your Microsoft games, well, even your Xbox games on your phones. So now, initially, it was supposed to come on all the phones, but Apple did not do the deal with xCloud because Apple had their own gaming. They have their arcade service. So they did not feel like it is right for them to allow xCloud on Apple because if xCloud came on Apple, xCloud is now going to be giving all this whole, because if you subscribe to the Game Pass, you get the same 100 games on your phone. You get all the games that are coming. So even these Outriders, all these games, you'll be able to play it on your phone. So
On your phone.
xCloud only came out on all the Android devices and all the other devices, but never came out on Google devices, but didn't come out on Apple. So it was something that a lot of the iPhone fans or Apple fans were already sad about because it's like, first of all, we have to now buy another phone in order
Phone.
to play. But now it's coming back to iOS, which now pushes the fact. I don't know how they were able to get that deal done because I know how stubborn Apple can be. So I don't know how they were able to get that deal done. And now that and now they've gotten that deal done, it goes back into the whole. First of all, it pushes everybody back into Game Pass. What Microsoft is doing is that rather than releasing something like Analog Pocket or releasing a PSP or something like that, you guys have your phones. Your phones are good enough. Get all the games on your phone. It's as simple as that. You can connect your part to your phone, and then there's continuity, which is another crazy thing in the sense that wherever I stop playing on my console, if I'm on the train or traveling or doing anything,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
continue playing on my phone
Continue it.
and continue from there. Then stop, come back. So it kind of, for the people that are already on Xbox and the rest or PC, it makes you happy because you can just move from place to place and continue wherever you're going to. Then for the people that don't have any console, they are even happy because they're like, okay, I don't need a console. All I need is my phone. I just
Game
need to
Pass.
subscribe to Game Pass. So all of a sudden, the amount of people that are going to be paying for Game Pass, crazy.
Game Pass is more than just whether you're an Xbox owner. It could just be that
You
you
just
want to play.
And then imagine if you were playing Game Pass, you were playing all these games, and then you decided that, okay, finally, I want to buy a console. What console do you realistically buy? Xbox. Because you won't go and buy because you want to continue your game from your phone back into the console. So the
Well,
chance.
yeah,
No,
but
you might buy a PS
unless you want
to have variety, yes. Unless you
yes,
want variety, but
since
if
you
you
can
are
play the other stuff, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if you want to
Go
continue,
on.
but you know this whole achievement trophy holding, all these things that make some people stay on places like the achievement, the trophies, and all of that. It's one of those things that you might just say, "What's the point? I'm just going to continue on that." So yeah, crazy. and I kudos. They knew what they were doing when they started this Game Pass thing, and they've doubled down,
Yeah,
tripled
they've done
down.
well with it.
They've
Definitely.
done well. It's the biggest win, and them buying all this, acquiring all these studios, and doing all these things, and now making these major moves like getting a Sony game on your. It's just opening because all the fans are like, "What is going to happen next?" They keep on shocking us. So yeah,
Absolutely. The way you
kudos.
say Apple can be stubborn is the way Sony too can be stubborn. They have the way they want to do it, and nobody is
Yeah,
going.
very very stubborn.
Fans are not going to disturb them. They have
Very stubborn.
they've refused to like do like some backward compatibility thing, and they've stuck to their guns that they are not doing it. So I don't know. They are stubborn in their own way as well, but
Very
it is what
stubborn.
it is.
So
You know.
then the next one. So apparently another Saw movie is coming out. It's going to be called Spiral. I don't know.
But you're a Saw fan.
Not necessarily. I did watch it.
Okay,
I
have
do-
you
I-
seen any Saw?
No, I've seen. I think I've seen up to 4 or 5. I'm not even sure, but I know I've seen up to 4
I
at
think
least.
I've only seen like
I've seen up
I've
to
seen
4 at
2.
least. But seeing up to 4 at least, I think they all just merge into one for me. It's
oh yeah, they're all the same. It's all just gruesome murders. There's no difference. So you
Yeah.
want to watch a bunch of twisted, effed up things, and that's just basically what it is. There's not much else to Saw. Which is why
Yeah.
I'm also not like into it like that. I don't. It's too much. It's a bit much. I've seen it, so I get the gist of it. I don't need to see more. It's a bit too
Yeah,
much for me.
and it's not big on my list.
You watch one, you've watched all. That's
It's
all.
not big on my list. Then the next one after.
Oh yeah,
Shola
so
stole my.
but Chris Rock is in it, Sha. Let me just
Oh.
see. Chris Rock and Samuel Jackson, they are in Saw for anybody interested. This new Saw.
Yeah,
Okay, I stole what? What did I steal?
I mean, you stole my headline and you said it already. The
Oh,
Mortal
please.
Kombat one. So let me move to the next one.
Please.
Some men were arrested for illegal
Yeah.
fishing,
This was a
and it's funny
random
because
thing.
they named their ship after the One Piece's ship, Merry-Go. Well, that's how we know it, Merry-Go. But this
Going
one is
Merry.
going Merry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was going merry, right? Well, I mean, yeah, it was going merry now.
Yeah, it's
It's
Merry-Go.
now that they called it. Yes, now.
Okay,
started off
we're going Merry. Then it changed.
It's going
to
merry.
Yeah.
Then, yes. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. And then, and it, obviously, they happen in a city in Japan. Where else would it happen?
Of course. Where else would it happen? Yeah. So it was just such a random.
It's random but funny. It's always nice to have all these random but funny ones. And then finally, spring animes coming, because we spoke about it in the previous episode. We're at the end of this season. Well, how they put their seasons. So we're going into the next season now. So and there are a few. I'll just start from Eden Zero.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
sorry.
No, I'm going to start from Eden Zero because I just wanted to get that one out of the way. I don't know how to say this in the nicest of ways, but it's fairy tale. They just literally painted her differently. That's it for some people. They left some other people the same way and named them differently. I don't know why they're doing this. I really don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's one of those things
fairy
that
tale was already
too much Nakama power, as we called it.
They had stretched it to it way past the.
They overstretched it. They made it. It was one of those ones that was so.
Horrible.
When we were watching it, when we were on those, especially when we spoke about the big three, we were watching those ones. Fairy Tail came around that time, and it's like, oh, this is one that is going to come and join and give us a different vibe because I think it was the only one that had magic.
Magic heavy.
Yeah, exactly. It was the only one that had magic, so it was like, this is a different vibe. It's going to give us something new, and they just fell.
Yeah.
And now they're bringing out.
It had potential. It's just sad.
It had potential. It's sad. There was the
Too,
ability
as
for
you said,
growth.
too much Nakama power. Yeah, no training, just
No,
Nakama power and
yeah,
emotions,
yeah. It's like I love you so
and
much, so I get
just
stronger. Come on, are we Care
mm,
Bears?
yeah, I know. Like it was just, and I don't even know where they were taking the story at the
No,
point. I'm
I
like,
got tired. So, anyways,
I got
I'm not going to
tired.
watch it. So let's move on.
Yeah, yeah,
My Hero Academia season 5. I've already seen episode 1. Have you seen it as well?
yeah. I have as well. Yeah,
So yeah,
they're cooking it up.
they're starting. They want to get us back into it. So yeah, it's going to be
Yes,
something to look forward to.
absolutely.
Tokyo Revengers. Have you ever watched any of
That's the
that?
one. No, no, it's not yet out.
It
But
was a
that's the one
manga.
I mentioned that was coming out soon. That was about a guy who was pushed in front of a train, went back in time because he was in a
I
gang or
saw, yeah, I
something.
saw the
Yeah,
thumbnail and I
that
said
one.
I'm going to definitely watch this. I forgot, I
Yes,
didn't put the association together that this is the one you were talking about.
yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah. So
one that I. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's going to be
Yeah.
very
So
interesting.
I'm interested in that one. Yeah, yeah.
Then there's another one,
Yeah.
To Your Eternity. Can you? I don't have any idea what this is about.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Okay, I don't know the full story of this, but I just know it's from the artist behind the Silent Voice, and I doubt you know this either. But it's a popular. Look at your face. A Silent Voice is a popular anime movie, and it's one of those ones that's very like moving. So yeah, it's definitely not really your cup of tea, but it's a popular and it's a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a movie or a show? Was it a series of episodes? I can't remember. Anyway, good one. And this To Your Eternity is from the same artist, and I think it's going to be one of those get you in your feels type as well. But I don't know. People are looking forward to it, so I put it on there.
Is this slice
I
of
might
life?
give it
Is it under
a
the slice
look.
of life genre?
You like why you like asking this thing? It will be because it's likely going to be. I'm not sure though. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I might give it a look. See,
Please give it a
yeah,
look. Let us know how good it is, and then
it won't be your cup of tea.
I
I've
was
not
just going
seen
to say,
it
and
yet.
then I'm probably going to check. Wow, I was going to
Oh
say some.
really? Okay, how about you check this a silent voice first?
Eh?
Look at you, eh? Oh no, I'm just shaking my head. Carry on, please.
Anyways, and then Megalobox season 2 is coming out, and that's I've not. I actually watched 1 or 2 episodes of season 1. I need to go back and watch it. It seemed like something that was going to be good. I don't know why I stopped watching it. Maybe because I was watching other things at the time, so I kind of kept it. I said I'll keep it for the back burner. I've been trying to
Interesting.
remember
I've never
what
watched it
it
though.
is, like what the name was,
Mm.
until we just curated this, and I was like, oh yeah, 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 that's the one I was watching before. So season 2 is coming out. It's an
Yeah.
anime. It's a mecha boxing kind of anime. So there are well, they box, but their hands are like mecha or something like that. So it's one of
I
those
really
ones, and
hope
it's
you're right with this description.
I believe so, and it's tournament style. So,
Mm.
but I think the boxing is more
Okay.
like underground boxing initially, but I think it's going to be mixed in with other things. I believe I'm correct, unless there's something else called Megalo Box that I watched, but I believe I'm correct.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll go back and watch
Okay.
it. Then there's another one, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Omega. Do you know the
Yeah,
Japanese
because there
name?
was no, no, hell no. I definitely don't know. But this is like a second season. I didn't watch the first season. I just know of it.
Hmm.
So those who liked the first one, I guess will be looking forward to this. But no, I don't know the Japanese name. You think you know it by the
No,
Japanese name?
no. I might
Okay.
know it by the Japanese name, but not. I don't know. Yeah, and then the last one, Moriarty the Patriot. Yeah, Moriarty the
Patriot.
Patriot.
Yeah.
I wanted to start watching this. I've been keeping it. There is in my list, but I've never. And
Mm.
every time I click on it to like start episode 1, I'm like, because you open many things and you're like, okay, let me start all this one. So you
Yes.
now end up choosing one and not going to this
And
one.
then
So
yeah.
it's one of those ones that I think now that the seasons have ended for all the ones I've been watching, I'm going to watch this Moriarty.
We have
I'm going
some
to
open
watch
slots.
yeah, I'm going to watch this Megalobox, especially as their season 2s are both starting. So you'll probably just finish season 1, then join in season 2 and just continue to the end. So it's going to be good. So yeah, and I think that's it for our headlines.
Yep. Yeah, that's about it.
Game heavy, but it was good. Game heavy, but good.
Yeah, game heavy, but yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that games get enough spotlight anyway, so it's all good.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, we just wanted to touch on Attack on Titan before we wrap up here, right?
Yeah, it's finished already.
So as we know, well, part 1. Okay, so we didn't know this before, that it was going to be split into 2 parts.
Yeah, that was a good reveal.
Yeah, because from the jump we were surprised, like, what, 16 episodes for Attack on Titan and the final season? Are you kidding? And we're like, how are they gonna do this in 16 episodes, right? But we're like, okay, let's watch and let's see. And the closer they got, I kept thinking, there's limited time here. This guy is just going to wrap it up and give it to us, or are they going to end it and then we have to go to the manga to finish it? And then until we're like, okay, definitely this has to have a second part, and which they announced upon finishing the last episode. So we just wanted to give like a quick overview on what we thought or liked. I mean, we've spoken about it in little bits and pieces in the last episodes, in the last 3 episodes we've done. But yeah, now we can talk a little more about it. So, how do you feel about this final season, part 1? What's the overall word you use?
Nothing like I expected. I think and in a good way. It threw me. The story writing was class. Obviously we've mentioned that many times. The fact that
and coming off of how they gave us all those reveals.
So it was
of season 3.
Exactly. So there was a lot of, they continued the reveals and then they did more. They went into a little bit of more action as well. And seeing...
Well, I mean, save for the beginning. The way they started, people were like, what's going on?
Yeah,
showing us what was going on the other side.
Exactly. So we were living on the other side. Exactly. So I think seeing things like that was actually very nice. So...
Absolutely.
I would say kudos to them. They did a good job in writing, though. Anyways, let's just go in. What were your highlights? I'll speak about it in what I didn't like, which is
Okay. I will leave the what you didn't like to the cons part to you. I guess. Okay. I would say basically I'll just mention, because again, this is more of my forte than yours. I liked the opening song. I mean, at first I was like, because the opening usually has more images of things that are happening. This does, but in a different way. If you know the opening, it looks like a drawing.
Yes.
And it's more symbolic than anything. Then you have where soldiers are marching, like it almost gives you like a Nazi feel to it, and all those kind of things. Anyway, basically, at first I was thinking, this opening, I'm not too sure, but then it seriously grew on me, and I love the opening at this point. So very good opening. My War, good opening. As we just said, I liked the way they started the season. It was different. I liked how they gave us like what was going on
the other part of the story,
for a few episodes, and it was like filling in the blanks.
It really did fill in the blanks.
Everything. Yes, I mean, they don't immediately make it obvious that this isn't, like, they don't give you the exact timeline initially, and you're wondering, okay, what's happening, until then they reveal the whole thing. So I liked that. It was different. I thought it was good. And then of course another highlight for me is how because again, they started off not showing us any of our beloved characters. So when they suddenly introduce, Eren in Titan form, that was awesome. And the Warhammer Titan debut too. Those were really cool bits for me. I thought that was really good. So the whole assault on... we should have said... we said we're talking about Attack on Titan, so people should expect spoilers anyway.
Yeah.
The whole attack on Marley was really good, very tactical.
Oh, that
very
was
well
that was
done.
that was one of the things that that was a highlight for me. That was a huge highlight for me.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Very tactically done, very strategic and all that. It was really, really good. Little bits and bobs in there and fights and stuff. It was so awesome. We were just constantly on the edge of our seats when we were watching those episodes, you know. And then the older versions of them it's really cool with the new gear. That
they made them. And I think a highlight for me was Eren's look. That was a good highlight. Like he looked.
I mean, before they started showing him shirtless, because I think they now made him suddenly look too old to me.
Yeah.
But go on.
Well, he had this bad guy. Even when he got to the shirt, he had this bad guy kind of look, like
bad guy look. I guess that's the whole point, right? Yeah. Because that's where he is at this point. So yeah. It was all really cool looks and everything, except for Levi, who looks the same.
Levi never grew. I don't know what's going on with him.
He needs some milk.
He didn't grow.
He needs some milk.
He made a joke about it.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, that was cool. And okay, now I have to say, the most infuriating character. I mean, no doubt, it's part of the story and it was lovely to watch. But the most infuriating character in there for me was Gabby. She got under my skin every time she came on, and I just wanted to slap her like 20 times, like shake her, like this is like brainwashing at its peak. Like
they
really did a number.
We all hate Gabby
on them.
We all hate Gabby.
Gosh, what she did, and just gosh. She doesn't even see it. Like, so the whole thing with her spending time with the family or Sasha's family and still spouting nonsense about how they deserve it.
I didn't like Gabby.
Yeah, like the meat of the story. Like
I think no, I don't like Gabby, and I think another thing I don't like. I didn't like Mikasa in this.
Oh, so this is one of your problems, your cons.
Yeah. I think
okay, so what did you like? Is it how they've explained it?
Mikasa, no, not the explanation. Mikasa was just too docile for me. She was
in
too,
this season or in general?
in this season.
Okay.
She was too docile. She was too, not that she's always been emotional. Yeah. But in this season, it felt like she's just this I don't know, just this annoying babe. Like she became that like she was too in her feelings. And I'm not trying to say she's not normally in her feelings, but I liked
when you say you say she's emotional, you make it sound like she goes everywhere crying.
No, so not crying,
but that. I know what you mean, but it's not emotional in the sense like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything. It's more, go on, explain her.
It's more like she was too lost. Like her emotions were, she was too lost. She was too in her feelings. She was too like everything was. She was like everything was second guessed. Every thought she had was not.
Yes.
She was not as strong as I know Misaka to be. Like Mikasa is one of those characters like how Levi is. You give her strength.
Yes.
Levi is on another level.
Never as. Yes, I was going to say Levi has been through more.
Levi is on another level, but Mikasa has always been close. So like if there's anybody I would trust, I would always trust Mikasa because Levi is there. You trust Levi every time. Then you trust Mikasa to like just whether she's wrong, whether she's right, just and then you're like, yeah, that is the. But this season she was just like. It wasn't it for me, and I'll get it. I get
it in the whole story.
I get it in the whole story. Yeah, I get why she's like that, but still, I just didn't like her. So it's not about their writing. It's not about Attack on Titan or whatever. It's about her character and how her character developed in this season, and I didn't like her at all. Well, not at all, but I didn't like her.
I can understand.
Obviously, a big person that ended up disappointing us was Eren. But the way the season ended,
but not disappointing again in terms of the story being bad.
Yeah, not the story, just like, of me liking. But the way the season ended and the way there were some things that they said felt like.
Okay, so before we get to the way it ended, are you about to dive into what the plan? Because that's going to
no, not into the plan. So I'm just trying to say they said some things that made it feel like if Eren has another thing. I don't know. That's how I felt. Like his agenda and
but this is the last episode.
Yes, this is on the last episode.
Yes. That's why I said. Okay,
I'm not saying.
That's why I asked if you're ready to dive into it.
No. Okay, you know what? Before we go into that, let's talk about the plan. What's the plan?
Okay, the plan. Okay, now it starts with, we've seen now that there were a lot of twists and turns. Now, the one major thing was the fact that they had been giving the Zeke's spinal fluid to the soldiers, right? That was like the major thing. So, which means the whole island of Paradise is basically, not the whole island, but like the military force. Most of them have Zeke's spinal fluid. So if this bitch ass guy comes and screams, everybody's like messed up.
Messed up.
It's like everybody is like not in a good place, you know. So it started with that, and I was so pained. I'm like, wow, these people are diabolical. When they revealed that, I'm like, wow. And that was in the same episode where they almost beat Gabby to death. I mean, that part made me happy a little bit. I know she's a child, but I was like, gosh, she deserves the slaps. She deserves it. You know, it's just that poor Falco had to take the brunt of it.
Falco that is suffering,
and he's gotten infected with spinal fluid now, sadly, because of again the little annoying twerp, you know. But basically, that was it. And then we find out that Zeke's plan is this euthanasia plan, apparently Zeke.
Which, by the way, I get it, but to me that was another thing that I didn't like. I get the whole plan, but it was a let off. It was a let off for me. No, for me, I'm trying to say in the whole review when that was the plan that came out. Going back to what we didn't really like, to me, I felt like I get the plan, but it felt like it felt soft. It felt a little bit lame for me. Like it didn't feel
as written into it.
Yeah, like it didn't feel like gang.
Okay, what could have been bigger?
I don't know. I can't tell you what could have been bigger because this is big. It's just different. It's just different in its bigness. It's big.
A different type of big.
Yes.
Okay, so I think what they're trying to go for is they're not trying to go for a plan that is action based because we have that. We already have the Titans fighting. So for them to make it big action wise is then the rumbling basically and a lot of destruction. Which we don't need that to necessarily be the only.
Yeah, Can I ask a question now? If all that had to happen was Zeke and Eren have to touch hands, I think that's what they have to do, and then
that Eren has the founding, yes.
And command
the rumbling and then do whatever he wants to do.
Command the thing.
Yeah.
Why are we building up to them meeting when they've met many times already? To be able to touch hands and do that.
Well, you see, that's the thing. No, they didn't. You see, they met before to discuss this. So that's what I'm saying. Part of this plan was for Zeke. This is Zeke's plan initially, right?
Yeah.
To rid the world of them. No more procreating. So he wanted to come, but he needed Eren because Eren is the one that is ultimately going to have the ability to do it, not him.
True.
Eren has the founding. Titan. So they had to meet to discuss it, to be on the same page. He thought he would have to do more convincing. Meanwhile, Eren had already
I'm not talking about that meeting here.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So they had been meeting with this, but they couldn't touch because they're not ready to have that power be yet to affect any of these things.
What were they waiting for?
Because they needed to, I guess, set other things in motion. So if in Mali, why do it? They met in Mali.
Yeah.
Not in their paradise.
But I feel like even
so why would they do it there?
I feel like it. You have to get me. The build up, the delayed expectations, to because the point that all they have to do is hold hands. Let's just say, and like command. Now, if that is all that has to happen, to me, the build up for that reveal feels like it was played in too much. That's how I feel. So that's how I'm trying to say. Like, I'm trying to say, so like, are you saying
they should have touched already and effected it since?
If that was all the plan is, I feel like it didn't need to be built.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, what else is supposed to happen apart from that?
Because so you want to wipe out the whole Eldia race. It's not going to happen like this.
Yeah, true.
So you still need to put things in place until it's wiped out. It's going to take decades. So they still need to protect themselves and keep things going until that happens.
Yeah.
So you cannot just say, oh, okay, yes, we want to do this euthanasia plan. Which, by the way, euthanasia is a thing that is by choice. I don't know why they're calling it euthanasia. This is not euthanasia.
Yeah, it's not. But I wanted, I get that, and I wanted you to explain that a little bit, because I think the thing is that that's why it can feel a little bit limp, because you're like, why did the build up to just a euthanasia plan? It feels.
I don't know.
But you explaining that has now made it seem like, okay, yeah, the build up is necessary. That's why I wanted. That's why I asked those questions, so that you can explain that.
Plus, they also wanted. They needed fallback plans in case of anything.
Yes.
All the spinal fluid. If things don't work, you have these things to control them. If they didn't infect all these soldiers, why do they go along? It's just that they will have infighting, more bloody infighting, more than they already do. But now that they forced their hands, because everybody is pretty much like a titan, they don't have a choice in the matter. They have to go along with the plan at this point. So it's all these things that just force them to do this, do that, do this, do that. Get the Chinese, that other lady, I can't remember. The one where Mikasa is part of, get them.
Yeah.
I mean, that was not Mali's plan, that was theirs, but all these things to keep things going until they are completely wiped out.
Yeah.
So that's how I saw the whole thing building up to this very point. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you is, so this plan was revealed to us already, but then we see in the last episode that it's revealed to Eren's friends. That is Armin, Mikasa, Jean, and Koen, right? And now, how did you feel? Armin was reacting like, crying like such a noble, and I'm like, I don't know.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that was for me. The way I saw that reaction, and I could be wrong.
They didn't show it enough, but I was
I didn't feel like the reaction was. I didn't feel like the reaction was I think
he was being sarcastic.
Noble. Yeah, I think it was like, wow.
Or are you saying?
I feel like it's more sarcasm.
Are you sure? He's not a sarcastic guy.
I know, but it feels like that's a broken moment. That's a moment that someone's brain can break. Based on
that, you guys must be kidding, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Based on if he really thinks it is noble.
No way.
Are you kidding?
Well, but he's a very
massacred people here.
He's a very, very let me put the word smart guy, and he thinks differently than every other person. So if he thinks differently than any other person, chances are, one, it's like you guys are twisted. So stupid, and then he's crying in the sense that, oh yeah, I'm crying. Maybe the cry is an act, maybe the cry is whatever it is, but the crying is like, yeah, but he's like, it's broken him, but he's crying in the sense that, yeah, I'm acting for you because you're dumb, and I'm going to use this against you. Two, because of how he thinks and he's smart, he understands, because till now, as much as they've revealed it, we still don't get all the levels of the plan I don't think we all do, because I
Mm-hmm.
think there's still more
Mm-hmm.
levels to it. There's still some things that
Yeah, this is
are
where you wanted
missing.
to say what
There's
you
still
wanted to
some things
say.
that are missing. Now, I think he can listen to that and understand the levels of the plan and cry because he can anticipate what Aaron's end goal is, not what Yelena or Zeke is thinking. But I feel he might have been able to get to understand, oh, shit, this is what Aaron is thinking. And he's like,
It's
this is
possible
this.
because
So we
it's
don't
like
know, because I think
we don't know, no. But they kept dropping it, especially. I'm so sorry. They kept dropping it, especially with Jean, Jean,
yeah, John
the
John.
other guy. He kept saying, "Are you sure Aaron
That is
doesn't have another plan?"
that is what
And I'm like,
that's
why do they keep pressing this?
exactly. So I think because it wasn't just Armin, I think Mikasa also opened her eyes a little bit when the plan got revealed. I think they showed
Okay.
like a glance, like, so Jean first said, "Are we sure? Like, let's really think about it." Then Yelena comes, says what she says, and then Mikasa has a slight reaction. As they showed, but they quickly move from Mikasa's reaction to Armin's reaction, and Armin is like really reacting and then gets into the tears. Now, for me, I feel Armin especially, and I think Mikasa have understood Eren's end goal. Now, I don't know what that end goal is. Possibilities that it is this euthanasia is probably wrong.
Is I don't know that you should write it off because now
I'm not
here we
writing
are
it
trying
off.
to cling to this.
I'm not trying to
hope.
write it off. I'm trying to say
Because Bastard has still done some awful stuff regarding.
definitely he has done awful stuff, as in, and I'm not trying to write stuff. I just feel like they are leading us into a step that we have all missed that is going to be revealed in part 2. And because
Yes,
both of us are
yes.
not reading the manga,
Absolutely.
we don't know. But
Uh-huh.
have you read the manga?
No, we are not. We are not. No. We'll get into that. No, look at your face. I've not. I haven't. Go on.
Before you
go
come
on.
and tell me, oh, I already know what's up, you're wrong, or I know what I'm not telling you. I
That
know
would
what I
be
don't
me.
want to know. Yeah. Anyways, so I think there's a step, and the way it ended, the way they were dropping things, apart from those times that were being dropped, and then Aaron's reactions to certain things, it feels off. It feels
I guess.
off. It feels completely off. It feels like him and Zeke are not necessarily on the same page, because they told him Zeke is keeping things from you, or maybe Zeke has
And
already
he's
told
like,
you,
oh, is he?
and he's not reacting in any way like, oh, I've been double crossed. It's like, I've already double crossed you, my guy. So
Yes.
so you thinking you have one over me? Continue your life, like, even to the point where
this is the interaction between him and Peak. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. This is interaction. So I feel like there's a lot that was going to be revealed, and we can only wait for part 2 to see what's going to happen. I'm going to wait. I don't know if you are, but I'm going to wait.
I'm not sure yet too, because I'm not going to lie. The thing is doing me like, and I don't know that I can wait all the way to winter. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to see it play out. Even if I read it, I will still watch it. But I don't know that I can wait from winter.
Well,
Winter.
let me say something. Time is flowing really fast these days. Think about it.
It is flowing fast, but this whole season has boiled my blood, and I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you, of course, if I read it. Not that I'll reveal. I mean, I'll tell you.
And then it's not be difficult.
Or I should not tell you because
Don't
you'll be
even
looking
tell
at my
me.
reaction.
Don't tell me.
I should not tell you if I read it.
Don't tell me.
Really? I won't be able to tell you.
Because there is no way you read it.
Okay.
There is no way you tell me, oh shit, I've read it. And there is no way that leads in not to me reading it. And then that
Nothing
means...
you read it.
That
And
means
you're
I'm
sure
going
you don't want to.
I really, really, hopingly, prayerly, whatever you can add, don't want to read it. But
Wow.
again,
Okay.
I don't know. it will shock you that as we just finished this podcast, I carried my phone and started reading it and
you will now not tell me. So you will now be the one that would have gone to read it. You will now not tell me.
No, I won't do that. But I'm trying to tell you that I don't want to. I'm hoping I can wait. I believe I should be able to wait. The way I am with manga these days, I believe I should be able to wait because my heart is only open to a few mangas. So I think I'm patient enough to wait and be surprised in winter. But
I'm also worried about spoilers. They're everywhere. My friend spoiled it for one of my other friends.
Okay, that's on.
Then there's online as well.
For me, I've been I'm trying to say like I've been able to. I don't know how well, maybe because of how I click things. I really have avoided spoilers in everything.
I haven't seen it, but I watched
not just even
videos on the episodes.
That is it. I don't do that. No. I don't want to know your reaction. Don't want to know your review. I don't. It's not
a reaction.
No, I do. Why I'm just trying. I don't even want to know your view because your view is going to. Even a while ago with One Piece, my brother kept trying to send me people's views on certain things that were happening, especially that. Dedros or whatever.
No, I don't know. Don't remember. Don't tell me.
When he fought with Doflamingo, you probably should have. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, no. I thought you were talking about. Okay. Now.
No, it's when he fought with Doflamingo, and it was the whole when Doflamingo first showed. Where Doflamingo first showed the second stage of his power, where he could control the awakening, when he did awakening. So there was a whole talk about the awakening thing and how Luffy's awakening would look like and things like that, because I don't think Luffy has gotten to any awakening. So that was a whole talk, and then there was a whole talk on the D in the name. So my brother kept trying to throw those videos to me. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. I didn't watch it.
Why not just tell him you're not watching it?
Because I was initially going to watch it, but then every time I wanted, I was like, no, you know what? It's okay. I don't want to know your views. I want to know what I'm going to. Not that I don't want to know your views, but I feel like people are going to spoil. Because there's some people that see things or they know things or have read things. But luckily, I could even do that with One Piece because I'm reading One Piece, so I'm up to date with whoever's person is also. But on this one, no.
Yeah. Oh no, I watched the spoiler-free ones, so they don't say anything. And if they want to, they will tell you. So I've been very tempted.
Can you really stop? When they say, okay, I'm about to spoil, you're not going to stop.
I have done.
I clap for you. For me,
I was very close many times because there were the ones where there were even the ones in the season. They compared between what was shown in the manga and what was showing in the anime. So some, it's anime, right? So they cut some bits out just to make it more concise. So there were some of those things where they will say something and then he may get to a point where he says something. So I just try to avoid, or if I know if it's nothing major, then I can listen to it. It's not a spoiler because you will still find out.
So what are your predictions?
So anyway,
what are your predictions on part 2? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, sorry, before I say this, my MVP, by the way, Levi, if that was not clear before.
Yeah. No. Levi is the guy. My MVP.
Oh, do you think he's dead?
No. He's not dead.
Yeah, I don't
my
think so.
MVP.
He must not die.
My MVP. Obviously it's Levi. But for some reason, I just like that guy that is just a prick, that is annoying. I don't know why. I don't like his annoying character.
Which guy?
The guy with the red hair that is following, that is trying to shoot everybody.
Oh,
Flock. I just like his cocky attitude. Like
you know what? I want. You know what I want for him? You know what I want? What I truly want.
You want him to die?
Like, I want him to no die. Okay, no. All his cocky attitude. Let him talk. Let him come face to face with Levi. Talk. That's when I want him to talk.
You're being aggressive.
That's what I want. I'm sorry. Because I'm like, he's been talking anyhow. Because to Hanji is like, oh, DVD, I'm holding a gun. If you tell me, to to Pixis, the commander guy. He's been talking me.
Let
Levi come and stand in front of you and talk now.
I like the guy's confident attitude or cocky attitude. Let me put it like that.
He's cocky around those
cocky, and when he was fighting initially, when they came into the whole place,
when they were attacking, I liked him.
He fought good as well. So I'm just saying that he's so in the other side.
He's interesting.
In the other side of the coin. He's one of the characters that would have did well this season. Like he got good amount of time.
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So predictions on part 2.
Yeah, sorry. That Zeke is not dead, obviously. The Titan came, put him in his stomach. He's going to use Titan healing to help him. But that's the same Titan he tore apart, That one was healing. Did you not see that steam was coming off that Titan is a female Titan and looked pregnant. It's not, obviously. But there was steam coming off it, like its body joined together, which I don't understand how. But that's the same Titan he tore into pieces and was throwing at Levi. And I'm wondering, how did it come together when it had been torn to pieces? Anyway, he's not dead. Zeke is not dead. That's my prediction. Well, they stopped right at the cusp of where the Jaw Titan was trying to eat our guy. Lie.
Eren
he
is
chopped his leg, but
Eren is just it's a different beast.
Yeah, I know. He was waiting. So that encounter is what a cliffhanger, right?
Yeah.
Did you think for a second Peak was actually turning? I thought it was too easy, that there's no way.
Yeah, I felt it was too easy.
It's based on truth. She must know all these things. Yes.
Yes,
but it doesn't mean she's going to immediately betray Marley.
Yeah, I felt it's too easy.
And her family is there. And
I think it's not even they're not looking at Marley. They're looking at, like, which is what she said. They're looking at the fact that the family, like, they are the army cares about them, not Marley. The army cares about them. The Malian army, not the Malians, the people on top.
Mali. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. As we've said, there has to be something else.
There's a twist and turn.
Side. He can't just be straight up, okay, euthanize everybody according to their own definition of euthanize anyway. And if there's a whole part 2, I don't know how many episodes. I don't know. There has to be something else coming there with that whole thing. And I feel like they still need to explain something to do with Mikasa and all that headache business. I'm not so sure it can simply be because it's her real self fighting with instinct.
Yeah.
I understand the explanation there, but I don't know. They keep showing this reaction she has to things. I feel like there's something there. I don't know. But
yeah,
they may just be playing with us.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. Again, we don't know. I think they are leading us somewhere, and we don't know where they are leading us to. So we're going to see what's going to happen.
Do you think the rumbling will ever actually happen? The Titans in the world?
I don't know. I feel not, but again, we don't know. I don't think it's going to.
They may not enforce it, but after all this, they won't show it at all. Do you think?
They might not.
Seems like we at least deserve one.
We deserve, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. They might just not show us at all, but maybe they might just show just because they just want to just give us a gift.
It'll be very destructive.
They want to give us a gift at the end. Yeah. So, looking forward to part 2.
Yeah, me too.
Anything you want to add?
No, not really. It's been good. They always shock us. They always surprise us.
Yeah. Hopefully hopefully we're able to find another anime that can do this and not be Promised Neverland. Okay.
Oh God.
we already finished them in the last episode, so no need to talk about them here. And then moving on to our riders. So my rider for this week is The Gentleman. It's a Guy Ritchie movie. Guy Ritchie always does nice movies for me personally, but this one was one of his best in modern times. I watched it in the cinema, and I think I've seen it again. And anybody that needs to see it should check it out. It's really, really good. Jola?
Okay. My rider is Kingsman Secret Service. I've always loved this movie.
Yeah, Kingsman was it.
From the moment it came out.
I love Kingsman from the start, but the second one, the golden whatever,
I watched
wasn't
it
really,
again yesterday.
the second one,
like,
that golden one, wasn't the best for me.
Oh no, it wasn't. I'm talking about part one. It wasn't as good. It was okay, but
it was okay.
not that
Yeah.
great. Yeah, but not.
But there's another one coming out
Part
that they're
one
going
was
back
stellar.
into the past.
Back to like the first one.
Yeah, which is looking really good already. So looking forward to that too.
Yeah, but yeah, no, the first one was amazing. Absolutely loved it. So I just thought, this has to be Mariah. I watched it like literally yesterday. Like,
yeah, I'm going to watch The Gentleman
on
again.
TV.
Yeah, just because.
Yeah.
And maybe watch Kingsman too. So I'm going to check out The Riders myself.
Yeah, really good movies. But yeah, that's about it for us. But yeah.
Thank you, Jola, for a nice breakdown of this Attack on Titan. There's some good points that were made because even myself, I had some thoughts, but you also covered it for me, so that was good. I mean, in the sense of some of the things I was thinking, why, and yeah.
Why?
Hopefully, we are able not to check it out, but if you do check it out, I would say let me know. We'll see whether I'll be able to survive.
I should let you know.
No, we'll see whether
I can let you know. I might convince you to read it, and when it comes out we can still watch it, but because I will need
you definitely convince
to be like
hopefully it's able to give us and not hopefully
it has to be it may make us sad, but
it has to be
it's too great not to be great.
Yeah,
let me just put it that way. They will not Game of Thrones us here. In
Amen. Amen. Oh, amen. So thank you guys for another wonderful episode. If you've not finished Attack on Titan, go and check it out. Finish it so you can get onto where the level we're on the hype.
Yep.
And have a wonderful weekend ahead, and see you guys on the next episode.
See you guys. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, follow, all the usual. Yeah. Right,
bye.
thank you guys. Bye.